Greetings, everybody. Greetings and sun salutations. We are at day 27 of the challenge. Back in a normal spot, back in normal digs. Had every reason to phone it in, but consistently proud and happy that still showing up. Coming in fresh off the workout. Reminder that the anti-bitch challenge, you're picking the target and you're doing them every single day. For me, it's Latin practice, and the next is writing, recording, and uploading a yoga flow for this channel to keep my teaching chops up, all of those things. It's going to be a pretty quick flow today. I was actually yesterday intuitively able to get it down towards that 20-minute mark. Going to stay around that 15 to 20-minute mark again, getting ourselves moving, getting ourselves breathing, and everything in between, because yoga is about the spine. So today, let's take the time to sit and meditate on the first word that popped in my mind today was consistency, the importance of consistently showing up. Before we get into our meditation, let's start how we've been starting, where we bring our feet up towards our chest, interlace our fingers between them, and stretch out as long as we can. You have to bend your knees, that's fine. Again, I'm just coming out of a workout, so I'm a little warm. Let's rotate our feet 5 times to the right. Getting that blood flowing if it's not already. Then rotating them 5 times to the left with your fingers in between your toes. Coming back to neutral, inhaling up. Sitting back to Sukhasana, easy pose. Inhaling the spine tall. Yoga is about the spine, hands on the thighs. Opening up the mouth, inhaling in and opening up the mouth wide, sticking out your tongue like so. Inhaling in and keeping your tongue open. Exhale it out for lion's pose. 3 more rounds of breath. Close your mouth gently. Close your eyes. Straighten up your spine again. Move the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let's sit and settle in for a couple of breaths before we begin the more active part of our asana. Now that the blood is flowing. Inhale in, filling up the ribs, the back body, the whole sphere. Exhaling out. Practice breathing in your nose and out your nose, whatever's comfortable for you, for 10 rounds of breath. Begin to break the eyes open. We'll begin in downward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back. Head is heavy. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Walking the dog. Head is heavy. Heels are energetically moving down towards the ground. Neck is long. Be here for 10 breaths. Gonna hop right on into it today. More of an active cool down and or warm up. Strong with the fingers, strong with the heels. Feel free to step your knees out, your feet out wide, bending your knees and stepping back or hanging out. Working your feet parallel, lengthening the hamstrings, lengthening the neck, lengthening the entire body. That is heavy. Allow the breath to lead the shape. Bottom of the next exhale, look up between your feet. Walk your hands up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. We're extending back from our hips straight. Exhaling forward fold, looking up. Bringing our arms up to the top of the mat. Hands are clasped or touching each other in prayer position. Inhaling our arms straight up into the air. Right hand grabs the left wrist. If I'm mirroring you, I believe it'll be my left hand will be grabbing my right wrist. Well, my left hand, yep, but you can follow along however you need to. Left hand grabs the right wrist. We're extending over to one side, relaxing the shoulders down, breathing from the side body, the ribs, working the chest open from that clasp, that gentle clasp as we are just getting warmed up. 10 rounds of breath. Ground from the left leg, really driving it into the ground. The other leg is driving it to the ground. Strong from the feet. Release the arms, shake them out. Inhale the arms back up into the air. Grabbing your right arm with your left wrist and gently bringing it over to the other side, grounding from the right foot, allowing the sole of the foot to draw in energy, engaging the core, engaging the glute. That allows us to lengthen from the side body. Engagement does not mean tensing. Rotating the ribs up towards the sky. Eyes can look up between the crook of your neck, crook of the shoulder, elbow parted. Drawing the shoulders down. A couple more rounds of breath. Arms might be getting tired. Stay with me. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Shake it out real quick. Hands can slap. Shake them out. Feet are hip width distance apart. As we give ourselves some nice gentle hugs. Allowing that energy, that ki, that prana, the heat, the blood to move. Come for the center. I see blood, blood. Slow that down. Let's inhale the arms up in the air again, interlacing the fingers, standing tall on the tops of the toes, the tippy toes. We will walk to the top of our mat, on our tippy toes, getting our calves engaged. Let's walk up towards the top of the mat again. Fingers are interlaced the entire time. Pulling the shoulder blades down, keeping the neck, the turtle head out of the shell. Keep breathing, stay in the toes. Let's walk up and back 2 more times. We will meet at the back of the mat. Lower down from the toes. Inhale, arms up. Let's swan dive all the way down to Uttasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms towards the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And we are going to do some elephant walks, strengthening up our hamstrings. So the key here is to either get some blocks, bring your hands or something firm. If your hands are doing the tent or the TP, as in your palms are not completely flat on the mat. So if your palms can't come here with straight legs, the heel of your hand wants to be pressing through. Bend your knees if need be, if you don't have blocks. If you have blocks or anything that can bring the earth closer to you, stay strong with planted hands, planted heels, pushing or engaging from the earth, drawing energy up from your hands, allowing your hamstrings to lengthen as you step them out. We will be here for quite a while. So keep inhaling and exhaling as you switch, as you breathe. But the key here is to have your head heavy, working your chest towards your thighs. Inhaling, exhaling, strengthening, and keeping the engagement from your hands pressed into the mat, making sure that they're not coming up to the tips, but pressing firm through the earth. If you had to bend your knees more to ensure that you're grounded through the earth, then do that. Do not cheat the stretch. Do not cheat the time. Keep your head heavy. Keeping the whole handprint engaged as we keep stepping. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Okay, begin to slow up. Step our feet out a little wide towards the mat if they were parallel. Next, we are going to reach our hands behind our ankles, hooking the web of our thumb and our index finger behind our ankles and walking up and down the mat. Again, you will feel this in your core, walking up and down the mat. So to give you a side view, hand is like a web. We are walking, working that chest up and down the mat. We will just do that 2 times. You can take big steps, little steps, but you are keeping yourself engaged. All right, let's roll up like a rag doll. Shaking that out again. Placing our hands towards our back, inhaling in, protecting our lower back, engaging the core, engaging the abs, inhaling in, and gently releasing for a back bend. Standing back bend, looking up towards the sky, tucking the chin to protect your neck. Inhaling, exhaling. What do you observe with this open heart? One more round of breath. Big inhale in, filling up the lungs, the core. Exhale, release. Next, we're taking a wide-legged forward fold. Step out wide to the mat. If you're at the top of your mat, step your right leg out this time. Inhaling the arms up into the air from the hips as if you were a hinge. Going to fold all the way down, allowing our head to stay heavy. Today, I'm going to hug the elbows momentarily. The door just opened up. I'm the only one in this room, and the door just opened up. Energy's moving. Head is heavier than the head is heavy, chest is above the head, allowing the energy from the heart to waterfall into your head. Planting the palms on towards the mat. If your hamstrings are talking to you, if you need to protect your lower back. Also, you can bring your palms clasped together at your sacrum. Again, grounding from the feet, drawing energy up from the soles, and extending your arms straight up into the air. You do not have to do that. It's an option for you. But the key is to keep the head heavy, the neck long. with our hands planted on towards the mat. Hips and feet go out 45 degrees. Heels are grounded. Let's come into yogi squat. Come down to mats or blocks to ground your sit bones. We're going to do a brief twist. So if you are on blocks, which I recommend if you do not have the flexibility as in your heels are on the mat, your ankles are 45 degrees out to protect your knee joint. Inhaling our spine long, chest proud, turtle head out of the shell. Right hand is planted on the mat. And we lift the left hand up into the air. Opening up the chest, opening up the heart. If you do want more, feel free to take the block up, but you need to ensure that the spine is long and you're not compromising the integrity of the pose. So what typically happens is if you take the block away, that keeps your sit bones straight, you round from the top of the back. You're sitting down, the tailbone is going down. The spine is straight, not to be confused with vertical, straight line. Straight line going up into the air. Keep the blocks here and sit and twist and open. Big, deep breaths, big, open spaces. Exhale, let's plant the left palm down, reset, spine long, chest up, grounding from the heels. Inhaling in, exhaling the right arm up into the sky. You might have a tighter side, opening up, breathing from there, grounding from the earth. Inhaling, drawing the hips down, chest proud. Whatever you did on one side, keep it on the other side. One more breath. Exhale, release, letting the breath lead. Gently moving those blocks out of the way. We are going into 90-90, working our hips for a brief second. So the right leg is in pigeon pose. Our front shin doesn't necessarily have to be parallel. We want to aim for our back leg to be around 90 degrees. Inhaling our chest proud and folding over that bent front leg. If your hips are tight, shortened, you will feel some feedback. Inhale and lengthen your spine and slowly exhale to the point where you can feel the strengthening or the release of the hips without doing too much. Some of us will be able to get our elbows down and towards the mat. However, I encourage you to find those uncomfortable, stickier places and see if you can breathe into the tightness that's there, allowing your body to melt to the front. Inhaling in towards the right. Inhaling in, exhaling. Walk our fingers towards the right side, keeping that 90-90. Walking our fingers so our right knee is bent in front of us, our left leg is bent 90 degrees behind us. We're rotating over towards the right side and gently releasing down. Around the breath on this side, finger walking all the way over towards the middle. And if you are able, finger walking your hands towards the left side. Here, keeping your spine straight, looking at the back leg. See if you can ground from the hips, from the sit bones. Very unpleasant to breathe into the sensation depending on how tight your hips are. Let's walk up to the front of the mat. Our fingers up towards the front. Switch the orientation of the feet. To do that, you can swing the back leg in front of you. Rotating the back shin down 90 degrees. The left leg is in front, inhaling the arms up. Tall chest, tall spine, long spine. Exhaling, releasing. This is where you are in your pose. Just allow the tension from the hips to just melt on down. Feet flex the ankles, grounding from the feet. Inhale and finger walk the hands towards the left side. So your left shin is in front. You're walking your hands towards the left side. Lengthening from the spine. Working with your body. Breathe and finger walk towards the middle. And gently, gently, if you can, finger walk towards the right side. Now this might be too much. You might get that instant feedback. So stay in the middle. If you can, come towards the right side. Don't dump your entire weight into the back side, but just seeing what's uncomfortable, what might be a little unpleasant, what might be a little tight. You are the steward of your own body. The only person that hurts is you. If you are here, lengthening up the spine, sitting strong with the sit bones. You might not be able to fold forward. If you can, great. Head heavy. Finger walk to the beginning. Let's extend the left leg long to our front of our mat. Our right leg long to the front of our mat. Inhaling the arms up into the air. Exhale, forward fold. Seated forward fold. Only here for a breath. Relaxing the shoulders down. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's bring ourselves flat on the mat. Hugging our knees into our chest. Keeping the tailbone down to allow the hips and space to breathe. Reach the hands between the feet. Happy baby. Point of happy baby is to relax. Consistently relax the body, finding space. The mind will resist it eventually. Goes to the back. Your auric field, your etheric body. Just finding some space in the hips. To release, bringing the heels together if you like. For bound angle pose, laying on your back flat on the mat. Next, we are entering in Shavasana. Begin to extend your feet long. The entire body is relaxed. Nothing to do. Take the tongue from the roof of the mouth. I want to lengthen the spine one more time. And allow the knowledge and the wisdom and the intelligence of the practice in your body to seep through. Come back into your senses. Come back into the room. Feeling gravity. Feeling consistency, feeling have showed up for your practice. A little bit of toes. The arms, the fingers, small movements so that you don't disturb the piece. Let's rotate over to a favorite side. Let's rotate up, sealing the practice. Meeting me in a seat. Put your hands. Another day of practice down. Keep on chugging along. Keep on finding space in the spine, knowledge, and consistency. Thank you for taking the time to practice. Hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful afternoon, wherever you are practicing. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, opinions. They are welcome. As we go throughout the day, remember that you are limitless. Never a reason to look at anything and think that you can't do it. Strengthening and lengthening out the spine, bringing the palms up through third eye center. Thanks for practicing today. Namaste.